36th District Court is now in session for the morning session. We are streaming live on the YouTube channel, and the court is calling case number SP 12147371, Ebony Denise Dorsey, and the charge is no insurance. If Ms. Dorsey is in the virtual courtroom, please say your name for the record.
Yes, I'm here.
All right, ma'am, your name, please. Say your name for the record.
I'm sorry, Ebony Dorsey.
Thank you. Ms. Dorsey, can you connect with your video camera? Thank you. Who's representing Ms. Dorsey?
Owen S. Berry Jr., P28880, on behalf of Ms. Dorsey. You have to remove your hat, Ms. Dorsey.
You said what, sir?
Remove your hat.
Okay, give me 1 second. Let me calm my hair down.
Oh my goodness.
See what you started?
Yeah, I mean to. Your Honor, Ms. Dorsey has a single charge of no insurance. She has emailed me the insurance in this matter, and it is valid and respectfully, and we seek dismissal.
All right, sir. The court is going to grant that motion for dismissal. We do accept your representation as an officer of the court, Mr. Berry, that you have seen valid insurance for Ms. Dorsey. So Ms. Dorsey, we will dismiss this matter for the reason that you have complied. Now, Madam Clerk, is there any mandatory fee for Ms. Dorsey in this case?
No, Your Honor.
Oh, Ms. Dorsey, you may disconnect, ma'am, from the hearing.
Thank you.
All right, you're welcome. And the court is calling case number P 7960082, Venus Davidson. Count 1 is improper license, and count 2 is false information, providing false information to the police officer. Who is, if Miss Venus Davidson is in the virtual courtroom, please say your name for the record.
Venus Davidson, Your Honor.
Thank you. Who's representing Miss Davidson?
Owen S. Berry Jr., Your Honor. Your Honor.
P number, sir. Your P number.
Oh, P28880.
Okay.
Your Honor, Ms. Davidson would avail herself of the prosecutor's offer to enter a plea to count 2, the false info charge, on the basis of a 3-month delayed sentence. The other matter to be dismissed.
Okay. Ms. Davidson.
Yes, Your Honor.
You've heard the representation of your lawyer. Are you in agreement with that representation?
Yes.
Ms. Davidson, were you advised of your right to a trial?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ma'am, if you were to have a trial, normally it would be held inside the 36th District Court, but because of the pandemic, the courthouse is closed to the public. And so you have agreed to participate on the Zoom technology today. Is that right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Davidson, were you advised of all of your rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for your plea?
No, Your Honor.
Are you pleading guilty of your own free will?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you pleading guilty because you are in fact guilty?
Yes, Your Honor.
And do you understand that by pleading guilty, you will be waiving or giving up your right to a trial?
Yes, Your Honor.
And knowing that you're giving up your right to a trial, you wish to go forward with the guilty plea. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Davidson, please raise your right hand and be sworn. Ma'am, do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give is the truth to the best of your knowledge and belief?
Yes, Your Honor.
You may lower your hand. Ms. Davidson, on the date, the time, and the location indicated in the ticket ending in 60082. Is that the correct number, Mr. Berry?
Yes, Your Honor.
On the date, the time, and the location in that ticket,
Mhm.
were you in the city of Detroit?
Yes, Your Honor.
Were you driving a motor vehicle?
Yes, Your Honor.
Were you stopped by a police officer?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did that officer ask you for valid identification?
Yes, Your Honor.
And did you provide that officer with valid identification?
No, I didn't have any identification on me.
Okay. Mr. Berry, are you satisfied?
Satisfied, Your Honor.
Okay, so you didn't have any identification. Did you give the officer your correct name? Ms. Davidson?
No, Your Honor. I done logged off.
No, I just can't see you. I just need to see your video.
Okay, I'm trying to log back on. Let me see.
All you have to do is
What do I have to do?
open
we
your video. There you
Oh.
are.
All right, Your Honor.
Okay, so you didn't give your correct name to the officer. Okay, now I can't hear you.
Oh, now you can't hear me.
Now I
There
can
we
hear
go.
you.
I think. Okay, can you hear me now, Your Honor?
I can. Okay. All right, the court will accept the guilty plea being satisfied with the factual basis. We will also accept the recommendation to dismiss count 1 previously read into the record. We will also accept the recommendation to take your, to delay your sentence rather for a period of 3 months, which is an opportunity for you to have this matter dismissed, provided you have no new charges of this nature and you pay the fine of $250. The court will dismiss this matter at the end of that 3-month period. Now you have 30 days to pay the $250.
So I posted, Your Honor, I posted bond for both tickets I posted $500 yesterday. Can they
Okay.
use part of my bond to?
Absolutely.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
So we can apply your bond for the $250 fine, and the remainder will be refunded to you in the mail.
Okay.
And if you have no new charges of this nature,
Okay, Your Honor.
3-month period, then the court will dismiss this matter automatically. You will not have to come back unless you have a new charge. Now, Ms. Davidson, you know you're supposed to have valid identification whenever you're driving, license, registration, and insurance. So don't drive without that documentation.
I won't do it ever again, Your Honor. I was being stubborn, and I didn't want to pay a ticket in Southfield, and it caused my license to be suspended. So it just ended up hurting me in the long run.
You're right. All right. Thank you so much. Any questions, Ms. Davidson?
One
Yes.
question. So the charge that I have to wait 90 days. I just want to be for sure it's not going to show on my record. It's just pending until the courts see that I have fulfilled my end and not got in any trouble.
Yes. Does she have any other costs or mandatory reinstatement fees with this, Ms. Lurst? Madam
Yes,
Clerk?
Your Honor, there are 2 clearance fees that are owed. What would happen to get this taken care of as soon as possible, it would be in her best interest to come to the court and go to the cashier so that they can apply her bond and give her clearances right away.
Okay. So even before the 3 months is expired, she'd be able to get her license, eligible for her license, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
As
long as those clearances, as long as that's the only suspensions that she has.
Yeah, I paid everything yesterday.
But the clerk is suggesting to make sure that your clearance gets paid, even though the money is there.
Okay.
Make sure that it gets transferred. You come into the court and actually talk to the cashier yourself. but we're allowing it, but it's going to be an additional $90, $90. So
Okay,
the
you're right.
total is going to be $340. So
Thank you.
they're going to take $340 away from your $500 deposit. So you're going to get back $160 in the mail. You need to come in and make sure that transfer happens.
I'm to work right now and make sure that it's done.
Okay, so you'll have that clearance, then in 90 days, it will be dismissed. Now, Madam Clerk, would you advise, even though I'm telling her it'll be automatic, would you advise that she come back to make sure that that happens?
Your Honor, if she comes in and has that bond applied right away, she'll get a clearance at that time. Otherwise, it takes about 30 days for them to apply the bond.
Okay, she's worried about the charge though.
That I don't know, Your Honor. I know that it'll show up on the history as delayed. But and then once it's dismissed, it'll show dismissed, but I think it'll still show up on there.
That's what I asked my attorney, he told me it was just show as dismissed.
In 90
Once it's
days,
dismissed,
yeah.
Oh,
No. I was
no,
told
they said prior.
information was that if anyone examined her record immediately over the course of these 90 days, that it would show up as dismissed.
Yes, because a job is going to run my background check and it's going to prohibit me from obtaining employment.
yeah, no, it won't show dismissed until the delayed, until it's actually dismissed. It'll still show up on the record. It'll show the initial charge. It'll show the delayed sentence as the sentence of the court. And then the third section would be left open until it's dismissed.
I don't know if Madam Prosecutor would be willing to shorten that period of delayed sentence.
I can check with her, Your Honor.
See if she would shorten it to 30 days,
Okay.
if she would be agreeable. So Ms. Davidson, just wait with us a few minutes, see if the prosecutor is willing to shorten that time frame, since
Okay.
you have already paid the money.
Okay.